Welcome back, YouTube, to a brand new video, man. Today, as you can already see on my screen, man, we are going to be going over the best NBA 2K22 badges, man, and uh, I'm going to get straight into it. This is my badge setup. Y'all can, uh, this is my badge setup. You guys can copy it exactly. We're going to be going over the best badges for your poppers. I have a crazy popper. This is current gen, by the way. Next gen might be a little bit different, but it's not too much off. So you could try this on next gen. If it doesn't really work, then uh, I'll release a video on that. But this is gonna be current gen specifically. If you're next gen, you don't really want to try this. You don't have to, but I do know that this does kind of work on next gen. Now I'm gonna get into each of the reasons for why these badges work and what each of them does. But just let's say we're gonna just go first. Let me tell you the most important badges to the least important badges, and the most important badges would, I'm taking off the least important ones. So deadeye, rhythm shooter, then you take off green machine, then you take off lucky seven, probably like hot zone hunter, then catch and shoot, take off blinders, and then sniper, hot zone hunter, sniper. So as you guys can see clearly, sniper is, in my opinion, and also sort of proven, the most important badge in NBA 2K22. And let me show you guys a chart that 2K Labs released on the data of the sniper badge. So right here you guys could see the data of the sniper badge, and uh okay, so basically what this chart is trying to show you is that when you early the shot, the sniper badge, let's say Hall of Fame, will increase your make percentage to 45 instead of it being 35. And that's if you get an early release. Let's say you're in the center of the, let's say you're at the start of the green window. It would increase your like green percentage or make percentage to 50 instead of it being 35. And then if you get a late, your green percentage, your make percentage would be at a like 20 instead of a 10. So it's basically like a plus 10% boost, if you will, at any point in the shot, which is an extreme boost because if you think about it, 10% is pretty crazy. That means you're gonna hit one more of every 10 shots you take, which is pretty good. So let's say you were hitting 5 out of 10, you'd now be hitting 6 out of 10 if you put the badge on Hall of Fame, which I recommend everybody does. Now, let's say you put Sniper on Hall of Fame. The next most important badge is questionable. I'll let you guys decide for yourself, but you guys can let me know in the comments. In my opinion, the next most important badge is Hot Zone Hunter. Some people think it's blinders. It's one or the other, man, but let's get straight into the stats of the Hot Zone Hunter. Um, right here, you're going to see the stats of the Hot Zone Hunter. This is if you have an 85 three-pointer. My three-pointer is a little bit above that, but just know that the higher your three-pointer is, the more effective the badge is. So let's say your three-pointer is less than an 85. The badge is going to be a little less effective for you, and that's why we're doing this video as poppers and not regular. But if you guys want a shooting badges tutorial for like not poppers or like power forward, something like that, let me know in the comments. So what this chart is basically showing again is your make percentage. Um, and if you have the badge on Hall of Fame, the boost from the slightly early would be about like, what is that, 20, it's about 15 to 20%. And then and then once you hit the center of the green window, which is, you guys can see on the bottom of the chart, is about where everything starts to be the same. The boost isn't that much. It's about like 5%, 6%, maybe 10%. and then when you go down the hill, it starts to extend again. So the Hot Zone Hunter is very important. The only negative to having these badges and why I wouldn't put it on first is because if you're grinding your badges, then you wouldn't want to put it on first because you're not going to have any hot zones. So once you get hot zones, Hot Zone Hunter is the most important badge. But that's why I was saying I'd start off with Sniper because it's going to be more effective than Hot Zone Hunter. Because if you only have one hot zone, then it's only going to be effective in that one place on the court. So it doesn't really make sense. If you guys already have your hot zones already, then it might make sense for you to put on Hot Zone Hunter first. But the next badge we're going to get into is Blinders. Blinders is also another extremely effective badge in 2K. And we're going to look at the chart right here. This is how Blinders affects your player post patch. Thank you to NBA 2K Labs, by the way, for all these charts. I will not be taking credit for these. These are not my charts. But uh, so let's say you start off with early. Um, Blinders only works. The only bad thing about Blinders is very effective, but it only works in very specific situations. And those situations are when like let's say you do a Curry slide and then your defender is more to the right of you, that's when blinders is effective. If a defender is right in your face or like straight across from you, even if they're a little bit farther away, blinders doesn't work. They have to be off to the side of you. So unless they're on the side of you, blinders is not effective at all on the play, which means that you kind of have to have the right setup for it to work, although it is extremely effective. As you guys could see on the chart, I'd make sure to put blinders on Hall of Fame or nothing. Um, you may put it on silver. 2 badge points might be enough, but I definitely wouldn't go gold and I definitely wouldn't go bronze because bronze has like pretty much no difference and silver has pretty much no difference from gold. So I definitely make sure that you guys put on either silver or Hall of Fame because those two have big differences and the other two don't really differentiate from each other. Now, by the way, if y'all have not liked up the video, please make sure to go like and subscribe. But let's continue. Um, so here you see about you go from 15 to 25, so that's another like 10% boost. And then but the difference here is when you get towards the center of the green window, which is around the 500 like 20 millisecond, which is you get to a boost of about uh like 20%. So that is extremely effective, but again, it only works in a very specific state, and the defender has to be in a very specific spot for it to work. So if you guys do not see this badge triggering when you're playing, it means probably take it off. I definitely test this badge out, but it depends on your playstyle. If you don't get the defender to the side of you and you don't see the badge popping up, like make sure to pay attention. If you don't see the badge popping up when you hit the shot, make sure to take it off because it's clearly not affecting you. But if it does, then make sure to keep it on because it's extremely effective. Um, the next badge we're going to talk about is Lucky 7. Lucky 7 is also another pretty important badge. It works in more situations than blinders and yeah, it works in a lot more situations than blinders because it's a time-based uh badge. It will work anywhere on the court within 7 seconds of the shot clock, meaning the first 7 seconds of the shot clock, this boost will take place, and this boost is pretty big as well. We're gonna see right here the boost from the no badge, which is the make percentage would be around 45. If you have the badge and you shoot an early with it, you'd boost the make percentage to around 65. So from 45 to 65, that's 20%. This is a huge boost, but again, uh, I don't know if it's worth it to go Hall of Fame because as you can see, silver is already 45 to 63, let's say. So 45 to 63, that's already like 20 something. Um, so I definitely, or it's 17 or something like that. I don't know. I'm not doing math right now. Sorry, I'm trying to record the video. You feel me? But the only reason why I wouldn't do bronze, even though it's only 1 badge point, is because towards the later end of the release, the bronze isn't as effective, and it's it's not really worth it. I definitely go silver for this. Don't do gold or Hall of Fame. It's just too many badge points, and it might not work if you're 7 seconds out of the shot clock. So I wouldn't do that. But the next few badges that we're going to talk about are not covered by 2K Labs, and I've been pretty much testing these on my own when I've been playing. So I hope you guys trust me with this. I got all the research and pictures I could find for the other ones, but these are just gonna, you guys are just gonna have to trust me. Um, Deadeye is an amazing badge. It works on Hall of Fame. It is pretty much blinders, but it's pretty much blinders, but it works all around the court, and it's when a defender is like late to contest you. So let's say you do a step back and you shoot right off the step back. Most likely, every single time, no matter where the defender is on the court, if they contest you, it's going to be a dead eye. And this badge is pretty effective. It's not as effective as blinders when blinders is activated, but it is also effective. And these two badges can be in the same situation together. So if they both work together, it's going to be an amazing combo. Um, as well as imagine having blinders, deadeye, hot zone hunter, lucky 7, and sniper can all work at the same time if you just do it the right way. So if, let's say you shoot in the first 7 seconds, you get a good release. Like you could do it in the middle of the green window, sniper works. Then you're in a hot zone and you have a late contest from the side. That's literally like an automatic bucket. Um, yeah, Deadeye is very important in my opinion. It's not as important as any of the other four badges we've talked about, but that would be the next those would be the next set of badges that I have. I would not put this badge on gold. If you don't have enough, I would settle with silver. Um, yeah. So this is where I'm gonna give you guys another decision to make on your own. I mean, this is all your decision to make. It's your badge, it's not mine. But if you guys, let's say you only have two more after this, so um, instead of putting Deadeye on Hall of Fame, you want to add another badge. The badge I would add is I would go bronze catch and shoot and rhythm shooter, bronze. But if you have all the badges that I have as 25, I would definitely keep Deadeye Hall of Fame. And then the next badge I would put on is catch and shoot bronze, but I would definitely keep it at bronze for now until you get all your badges maxed out. I wouldn't make it any higher. Catch and shoot does not need to be any higher than bronze. It already has its effect at bronze. The bronze to Hall of Fame is like a tiny boost. It really doesn't make that big of a difference. But if you guys do see a big difference for some reason, then you guys could definitely keep that. If you're finding trouble with other badges and they're not popping up, then maybe try putting catch and shoot on higher. But it's not really for a popper because you're most likely going to be dribbling around and stuff like that. The next badge I would put on is rhythm shooter. This badge works very well with it used to work better when you were able to whatever it's called, left right, but now it's not as effective. But pretty much when you this badge triggers when you do two dribble moves. It's extremely simple. You just have to do one dribble move, then the other dribble move, like right after each other, and shoot. Within like 2 seconds, I think you literally do two dribble moves and shoot within 2 seconds. And it gives you a pretty ginormous boost. It's insane. So it's basically like this badge is basically like a bonus for helping you get open. It's basically giving you a bonus to your shot for getting open, basically. You could do more than two dribble moves. Obviously, it's just a minimum of two, and they all have to be consecutive. So it has to be like crossover, crossover, or like you can't just do a crossover, then run, and then do another crossover. It doesn't work. The next badge I would definitely put on, and the last one is Green Machine. Green Machine is the last badge I would put on because this badge is only effective when you green consecutive shots, which means the first shot that you green, it doesn't do anything for, but the next shot, it makes it you more likely to green. The only bad part to this is if, let's say, you green one shot, then you don't green the other when it's boosted, the boost goes away, and then you have to green another shot for it to reactivate for the next shot. So you really have to activate this badge by hitting a shot, and then if you don't green the next one, the boost goes gone. It only works if you green the shot, which is why I'd put it last, because if you put it last, you're more likely to green your shots because you already have all the other badges helping you. Um, if you guys don't really green your shots too much or you're delayed or something like that, I definitely consider putting Green Machine on silver and going Volume Shooter silver, because Volume Shooter is pretty much a great badge for people who can't really use Green Machine, because the more shots you take with volume shooter throughout the let's say your teammate only passes to you, your teammate can't score for his life, and you're having a tough game, let's say. So this badge will definitely come in the clutch for you because the more shots you take, no matter if they go in or if they don't, it'll boost your make percentage throughout the game. So every single shot you take is gonna be it's gonna help the next shot. Whereas Green Machine would only help the next shot if you green it, and then it would only help you green another one. So if you don't green it, then like it doesn't really help it go in. It just helps you like get the green, you know. So if you're not a great person, if you don't have a great ability to green your shots, then I definitely wouldn't do that. Uh, and yeah, you guys let me know if I missed any badges that you guys like. Let me know if if I missed any badges that you think are better. Mismatch expert is pretty good, but um, eh, because like I think there has to be a 4 inch height difference from you and your defender, which means that if you're a point guard, then let's say you're a 6'4" point guard, then you'd basically have to have someone 6'8" guarding you, which is very unlikely. And even if that happens, that would pretty much mean you're playing against two power forwards. And if you're playing against two power forwards, then you should be able to run around and get open because they're probably going to be way slower than you. So mismatch expert is a great badge. It works very well. It gives you a great boost. It'll pretty much it'll somewhat ignore the contest of a taller defender. They'll make it like as if they're smaller than you, but at the same time, I feel like there are many more ways to get around this badge without even using it, because when a defender's taller than you, you should be able to run away. And most of the time, you're not even going to play against someone with +4 height inch unless you set like a pick and they switch, you know? But even at that point, like you're not going to do that every game. It's just going to be way harder. So that is an amazing badge, mismatch expert, but it doesn't it's just too hard to activate, I guess. But when it's activated, it is definitely one of the best badges in the game. So you guys could try that out if you want. Other than that, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, please. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, or if you guys have any other or if you guys have any other opinions. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.